Oh, you're acting tough now? You're acting tough now? Behind the bench?
Let me finish, and I'll let you speak, all right?
Yelling at me now?
Yes,
That
I'm yelling at you
constitutional? I would like for everything to be dismissed if it pleases the
now.
court. It don't matter, cause I don't understand how y'all run y'all system. Y'all practice against the law. You are totally infringing.
We're examining a case today that involves a self-declared sovereign person who appears to think that laws are optional. This individual strikes me as conceited and unrepentantly disruptive. He is currently serving a 4-year sentence for armed robbery and an additional 3 years for assaulting an officer. His actions are indeed unusual, but not in a positive way. What are your thoughts? Is this a simple legal misunderstanding or something more serious? Let's dissect this contentious legal matter.
Already entered a plea into all this stuff.
No, sir. No plea.
Well, that's not what it says here, sir.
I represent myself. I couldn't enter the plea. I never plea. You can check my record for plea.
Oh, maybe I found you guilty, man. Yeah.
No, I haven't been. Matter of fact, I came inside there personally a week or so ago. And the young lady, the security officer, came out and said that I'm supposed to report today.
No, this is on some old stuff. All right.
I never entered the plea.
So do you not want the representation of counsel?
No, thank you.
Okay. There you go, Mr. Take. That's your first break of the day, Mr. Soroki. You know what I mean?
Judge, I know how to deal with everybody. So I said I know how to deal with everybody. Any type of fight.
Yeah, I know, but he doesn't want
Right,
it. So
I understand.
We can't force it on him.
No, I understand.
Yeah. So you can
Take it as a plus.
as for purposes of arraignment, sir, we'll do it like this. I'll enter a
Are
not
you
guilty.
talking to Mr. Hicks or Mr. Lee?
Pardon me.
Are you talking to Mr. Hicks or Mr. Lee?
Mr. Hicks, I'm sorry. Mr. Hicks, for purposes of arraignment, I'm going to enter a not guilty plea on your behalf and give you a $0 bond, all right?
I object, Your Honor. That would be practicing in front of the bench. I object. That would be practicing in front of the bench. Practicing law from the bench. You will have to recluse yourself if you hold on to that.
All right. Well, I deny your motion. So go ahead. How do you want to proceed?
I would like for everything to be dismissed.
Imagine having the option to have your sentence shortened instead of risking an additional 3 years in prison. That makes great sense, doesn't it? In addition to his current sentence for aggravated robbery, this man faces a total of 13 years in prison if he is proven guilty following his jury trial. What does he intend to do? He continues thinking about 3 years, but the time is passing quickly. Is he amusing himself by accruing prison time? Because it appears that way. Furthermore, given his actions, a guilty finding appears all but probable. What are your thoughts? Let's go back into it.
What basis?
You haven't even let me tell my grounds.
All right, basis. Give it to me.
For one, a ticket is a bill of attainder. Article 1, Section 9, Clause 3 of the Constitution of the United States, no bill of attainder or ex post facto law shall be passed. You can have a written assistance
All right, let me
to
stop.
equity that transmitted into law penalties.
Let me stop you right there. We have, first of all, we have a problem with the transmission. You're breaking up really bad, and we can't get that on the. Turn your video
I
off.
understand.
Maybe turn your video off. That will help. Let's see.
Article 1, Section 9, Clause 3 of the Constitution of the United States. No bill of attainder or ex post facto law shall be passed. You cannot have a writ of assistance that has civil equity that transmits into law. Number two, there's no sworn statement from the injured party. Number three, the officer did not even sign the ticket. That's under law penalty of perjury. I'm asking that all of these be dismissed.
All right, I'm going to deny that motion. All right, how else do you want to proceed?
That's your declaratory judgment?
I'm going to deny the motion. I deny the motion.
Okay, let's go to court.
Trial?
It don't matter, because I don't understand how y'all run y'all.
This man simply does not understand. It's only 10 years, bro, he would probably say if he were facing 10 years. Is he unaware that you only have one life to live? Even though 3 years is a long period, he acts as though it doesn't matter. Is 3 years really a long period, or am I exaggerating? What were you doing 3 years ago, and can you even recall it clearly? Some people don't seem to take the law seriously, which is frightening, especially when they're out there threatening others while carrying firearms in gas stations. Why would anyone find that acceptable? Is he simply careless, or is there a mental health issue? At the very least, take the advice of your free lawyer. Please share your opinions in the comments section. Let's resume our conversation.
Read the court rules, and you'll learn a little something.
The court rules go against the law. Y'all practice against the law, against the Constitution. I'm all common law.
All right, well, we're beyond that.
Okay.
All right.
So you say. So are you gonna prosecute this, or somebody else gonna prosecute it?
Stop. Let's not keep going, all right? You want a trial date or not?
It's up to y'all. Remember, y'all make all the rules.
All right, trial date. You want to let's give him a jury trial date.
Jury trial?
Yeah.
How long do I have to turn in my briefs?
I'll give you some dates in a second.
Okay. Scamming. With a smile on your face. If it pleases the court, what jurisdiction are you charging me on?
I asked the question, sir.
I just said if it pleases the court.
I know, and I'm telling you, I asked the question. I appreciate your respect for the court, but I asked the questions. I told you to read the court rules.
March the 5th, let me check his name.
The court rules. What
March the 5th?
jurisdiction are you trying to charge me on?
Is March the 5th a good date for you, sir?
No.
June the 11th is going to be the jury trial date. And
June the 11th?
June the 11th. So let's put your final pre-trial date will be, let's see, put that a day before. That way, that'll be the date of our motions on June the 10th. May the 24th will be your motion, and now the
May 24th.
May the 24th, and the city will have 7 days to respond. So the response to the motion will be due by May the 31st.
I appreciate you, Your Honor.
All right, have a very good day, sir. Best of luck to you.
I just did.
You need legal counsel since it's obvious that you don't know what mitigating circumstances are. Although 3 years might not seem like much to you, they are important. Do you get what I'm asking? You won't act inappropriately in front of this jury or in my courtroom. If you do, things will quickly go south for you. You keep saying it's only 3 years, yet you still picked a jury trial. Okay, but keep in mind that representing oneself will make your case weaker. As I've stated several times, I strongly advise against it. Even if you disagree with me, I can assure you that it will be harmful. I will demand no less of you than I would of any defense lawyer, and you will be held to the same standards. Do you have any prior experience representing yourself in a criminal case? No. So are you certain you want to move forward without a lawyer? It's okay if you need a moment, but use that time to thoroughly consider your actions. If you need a little break, we'll take one.
The slip says for Jonathan Reeves.
Jonathan Reeves.
Yes.
I don't know anything about a Jonathan Reeves. Let's see. I don't know anything about a Jonathan Reeves.
Well, I motion for this case. Man,
Are you Mr. Hicks? Are you Albert Hicks?
yes, I am.
Okay, so we're gonna get you your dates. And that Jonathan Reeves,
I already have my dates. I talked to you last week, remember?
I think it's correct.
I have June the 10th and June the 11th.
Very well. Okay, we'll see you back on those dates, sir.
But this matter right here with this Jonathan Reeves,
What does Jonathan Reeves have to do with you?
that's what I'm here for court for today. I'm making a personal special appearance for this.
Okay, I don't know. Who is Jonathan Reeves? Do you know who that is? What does it say on that? Because it sounds like it may be Jonathan Reeves may have stayed at that address at some point and left. I don't know what that's all
That's why
about.
I'm asking that this case be dismissed. The case is SP 1500 8721.
SP 15008721. Okay, that's not
Okay.
Jonathan. Okay, Jonathan Reeves is the officer that apparently wrote the ticket. And that's scheduled for the final pretrial on, I see where he's here today. It says scheduled for pretrial today. But that's all gonna be handled on the 11th of, Jonathan Reeves is supposed to be here on the 11th of June, on the day.
I
of
was
trial.
not notified. 11th of June.
Yeah.
How was he going to be here on the 11th of June? And I have Spidell on the 11th of June.
You have a couple of different officers, obviously.
Jonathan Reeves and Spidell has nothing to do with each other.
Well, we're just consolidating. We're having all of
Why
them.
would you do that against my will? Why would you just do that?
It's that I'm doing it because of the judicial economy, sir. So
I'm
judicial
challenging that one.
Okay,
I'm
then
not
write
that.
a motion, and we'll rule on it. But it's all in the same. We're all gonna do it on the same day.
You didn't ask me that.
I don't have to
You
ask.
didn't ask me that. You just arbitrarily did it. That's not right. That goes against my rights.
All right. Well, you can put in a motion, sir.
Well, the whole thing is, I don't know what y'all doing down there, but you are totally infringing on my rights.
It's obvious that this man is stalling. Then he wants to think about it after all this rhetoric about self-representation? Hurry up. He seems to be merely attempting to buy some time. Am I mistaken? Do you believe he is being serious? Or is he merely seeking an escape route? Possibly even preparing to flee? The same person who received 10 years for holding up a petrol station is now speaking as though the 3 years are inconsequential. There are red flags everywhere. He is hazardous, since he doesn't seem to care about anything. Police officers must remain vigilant. Let's go back into it.
Well, file a motion, sir. That's how you speak to the
Why
court.
would I have to file a motion when you infringed on my rights? And I'm saying it right here, right now.
That's what the court rules are. You gotta follow.
No, it's not. Then show me those rules. Let me see those rules. Send those rules to me.
I don't have to show you anything. That's all public
Oh,
information.
you're acting tough now? You're acting tough now? Behind the bench?
Mr. Hicks.
Mr.
let's not go there, all right?
My Honor, please. I'm bringing up valid litigation for this. I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all can't do anything without my permission. I'm not a ward of the state.
Mr. Hicks.
I'm an unfranchised common law free man.
Mr. Hicks. All I ask you to do is you can file a motion. You can put all of that stuff in the motion.
Yeah, so you can come back and say motion denied, right? Like you did last time.
Well, if it's not, that's my discretion. If I don't feel that if it doesn't meet the criteria of the law, then that's what my
What jurisdiction are we?
I'm not going to answer this question, sir.
Oh, you're not going to answer the questions? Then I would like to know your status.
You don't ask the questions. I ask the questions. That's how.
You're going to play like that. What is your status? I am a common law free man. What is your status?
Mr. Hicks, I'm about to put you out the room, and I'm going to do that so I don't have to find you in contempt. I don't want to do that. Okay? I'm giving you your opportunity to speak to the court through motions. You have your motion date already set. You can put all of that stuff in the motion, okay? And
why wasn't I notified about this case, this particular?
You are notified. You have it here. You have it there. That's why you zoomed in. All right, Mr. Hicks. All right, now I'm going to give you one last chance to speak, sir. Go ahead and well, before the other litigants come on.
And Your Honor, we're not on the record with Mr. Hicks.
No, we're not on the record.
We should be on the record with Mr. Hicks.
We're not. You don't have a court date today, sir.
I have a court date. I have the paper right in my hand. I have the paper right here in my hand.
And that case number, I told you your court date is, you have motion dates for that. You have
You just told me, you just told me that. What did I have a court date today for? Why did I waste my time to come here just to hear this?
Well, I mean, sometimes that happens. I mean, if you feel that you're wasting your time, then you know.
It's the fault of mine. It's the fault of 36th District. Y'all asked me to come to Zoom today.
What I see here, sir, it's see.
It has pre-trial on here. Wednesday, February 7th, 2024. 9:35 a.m.
All right, let's do this. Let's call the case.
Zoom hearing meeting.
Hold on a
For
second.
Jonathan.
Let's call the case. Let's call the case. This is the city of Detroit versus Albert Hicks Jr. Case number SP15008721. State your name for the record, please, Mr. Hicks.
Albert Hicks.
Today is the date and time we'll call it set for a pre-trial date. I see here
This is supposed to be the trial, excuse me, Your Honor. This is supposed to be the trial date.
It's supposed to be the pre-trial date, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay. Mr. Hicks, based on the nature of the allegation, the city's not going to give you an offer for this case. They want to see and speak with the officer, one being the gentleman you referred to off the record, Jonathan Rivas, and then there's another officer, Daniel Colgrove. Either one of those officers, they're both going to be summoned. I don't know what their testimony will be, but
I motion to
Let
dismiss.
me finish, and I'll let you speak, all right?
Yelling at me now?
Yes.
Is that
I'm yelling at
constitutional?
you. All right?
Over. Okay.
So let me finish, and I'll let you speak. If you're not gonna do it that way, you're either gonna get out the room or you're gonna I'm gonna lock you up. All right. So today is the date and time set for a pre-trial, and this pre-trial, the officer is not required to be here for a pretrial. The pretrial date is set in order for you to get an offer to either settle up the case, or in this case, we're setting a trial date. You have dates already set. The date motion due is going to be on May the 24th, 2024. The response to that motion, if the city chooses to respond, is going to be on May 31st, 2024. Your next court date that you need to be present is going to be on June 10th, 2024 at 8:35, with the jury trial set the next day on June 11th, 2024 at 9:35. Okay? Now, I'll let you speak, and we're going to end it.
Is all of this on record?
This is all on record.
Is all of this on record?
Yes.
Okay, please send the information to my home.
To be honest, I assumed he would reject writing and reading. This man is behaving like an absolute idiot. Are you sympathetic to him? It's possible that a difficult upbringing affected his mental state, but that doesn't justify his actions. In court, you ought to know better, regardless of your past. Although he may not be your average sovereign citizen, this man is undoubtedly among the most impolite and dim-witted individuals we have discussed. Even though he faces 3 years in prison, he continues to play games. Do you believe he is deserving of pity, or is he merely causing himself more misery? To be honest, he will most likely dismiss it with the statement, "It's only another 5 years," if he is found guilty of another crime while inside. Let's return to the decision.